then of an argument I was going to bring up, that I have co-conspiracy. They said I induced a panic.
Okay.
Now, because people were trying to label me as a killer for having bipolar disorder, and this actually came up last fall because of the person who was aggravating the situation, and a policeman she went to that had harassed me 10 years earlier at my work, and was witness harassing me, and basically doing like you said, where he should have been committed for mental health evaluation because of what witnesses saw, but they thought it was all okay because they thought I was a bad guy and he was trying to provoke me.
I'm really not trying to refer back to what's going on with your case, but I'm kind of giving you an example
of what you're saying.
Yeah, of how somebody's rights can be temporary.
What you're saying is that a larger context could be the exact opposite, and if you see just local context, you get one view, where in larger context you could be suffering psychological harm from basically police abuse of power or whatnot.
However, what they look at is the greater good or the greater risk.
Right.
If one person does something and suffers from psychological harm because of his actions, however, during the course of his actions, 4 or 5 people were adversely affected. Okay?
Yeah.
The greater argument goes to those 4 or 5 people, the greater number. It's because he maybe also suffered some damage because of the way he was treated. Does not override the fact that these other people were harmed because of his actions.
Does it give him a right to cause psychological harm? That really comes to the issue.
Yes, if more people are going to be harmed otherwise. What was the reason the United States dropped the atomic bomb on Nagasaki and Hiroshima?
Okay. See, I never heard this argument. The argument you're giving me now is good, because I've never heard anybody give it to me before, and that's part of the problems I've had.
Think about how you do it, see.
He's also shy, but...
the reason the United States government, along with their allies who knew what was happening, dropped a bomb on those 2 cities and killed hundreds of thousands of people, was to end the war because millions of more people were at risk. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Those people were, if you watch the movies, if you hear in military language, collateral damage.
Yeah.
Okay? If, let's take Iraq now. Let's take Anwar province. Okay? If really good intelligence says that in this house in Anwar province, there are 7 families living there with 12 males who are organizing, manufacturing, and setting up IEDs that are killing our soldiers. Okay? There may be some women and children there. They will look at that, and if there's like maybe at noon every day the women and children tend to go to market, they will target that building and they will destroy that building with the people in it because they're because those IEDs are also killing a lot of other civilians, collateral damage. However, if the women and children didn't leave that day and they get killed too, it's a horrible thing that nobody likes, but for the greater good, it's done.
Yeah.
Okay?
I understand the greater good, which is why I'm taking the actions I've taken, because it is the greater good. Because when everybody's going to start blaming everybody else in situations in the world, in the end it is the world that suffers from the greater good.
Absolutely right. I agree with you.
Which goes back to the key point of communication problems in my argument. And that's where all these other issues originally stemmed from. And it just reached the point of claims like you were saying, because when communication problems reach the point that you're getting harassed, you don't know how to react and communicate back, so you may appear to be, if you're used to police thumping on you, And all of a sudden my situation, let's say it's the ones you said, let's say if nobody realizes police have been pumping on behind the scenes all the time, and nobody would listen or take it seriously. And then once nobody digs that up, nobody would ever know what it is.
However, you can only go on
what you know.
What you see, and go from there.
Right.
Okay? I'm going to get going now.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you talked to me about this.
Well, if any questions, my job is to try to help.
But that's part of me, because from where, like I said, having Asperger's, that's why I'm seriously thinking I have it. Because I don't necessarily, maybe I do kind of see things that way, but I don't see it the way that you're saying it. Because a lot of what you're saying also involves emotional and issues that, my basic emotions involve just right and wrong and compassion and loving other people, and I mean, I don't really have evil intentions. I never have them because they just don't work for me.
Right.
And that's the hard part, is that I can't see things other than the evil intentions other people have that I thought as far as hurting me. And to me, evil intentions are just simply intentions that violate the concepts I have of compassion.
Right.
Because to me, just like Jesus, even if you don't believe he was a holy person, as far as being a compassionate person, he set an example that I think, can be respected.
Right.
And, and even in your line of work, it's part of why I imagine you do it. Because otherwise, why bother dealing with a lot of these nuts that, a lot of them could be dangerous and whatever, you don't know.
And sometimes,
that's the thing, you never know.
Sometimes the people who look dangerous really are.
Right.
And maybe they did something really bad, but there was a good reason for them doing something.
Right. Necessity, as far as the law would say. But people have to see it before anybody believes it.
I'm going to take off. You take care.
Okay.
If you need us, call. Okay. And we'll see you later this weekend. I will call. I'm going to start. Tomorrow is a really bad day. We have like 3 intakes and a bunch of other clients.
Okay.
I'll try to call tomorrow if I don't. I've got time. I've gotten it scheduled kind of blocked in on Tuesday to call the VA.
Okay.
And if I don't get anywhere, we'll keep calling again on Wednesday. So that at least when Tanya comes, she can let you know, we've been making, we're either, yes, we've talked to them, have they called you, or yes, we've talked to them, they're going to call you, or
I'm not
we'll still call.
Okay, I'm not super big hurry, but anyway, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, right now, like I said, it's intellectually I'm trying to deal with these issues,
right.
And that, in some ways, more painful for me because I just don't understand most people in that sense. I mean, except as an outside observer, but you don't see everything as an outside observer.
Exactly, I agree with
Or understand it anyway.
I understand that.
Okay, have a good day.
You too.
I'm sure you did, right? Instead of supper? I don't think I'm going to show my favorite on the front of